Hey, what's up guys? My name's Brainbean. In this video we're going to be taking a look at my top budget keyboards of 2016. Now I realize the term budget is kind of subjective to each person, so for the purpose of this video, all of these keyboards are under $50. With that said, let's go ahead and take a look at these keyboards. The first keyboard on my list is also the cheapest, coming in at just over $20. The red Dragon Carrera is a 104 key chiclet style membrane keyboard. The slim keyboard gives you a very similar typing experience to that of using a laptop keyboard, and is a great alternative to something like the Razer Deathstalker. With 19 key rollover, 7 adjustable backlighting colors, and a Windows lock mode for gaming, plus the little details like the braided USB cable and gold-plated USB connector, this little keyboard gives you a lot of bang for its incredibly affordable price of just $22.99, and because of that, it earns its place on my list of best budget keyboards of 2016. The next keyboard on my list is the Tomiko Eye 500, and while it doesn't look all that fancy, it's what's under the hood with this keyboard that makes it stand out. The i500 is a 10 keyless mechanical keyboard that uses Switchmaster Blue switches. I found these to be some of the best feeling budget switches that I've ever used. The keycaps are surprisingly really good for a budget keyboard as well. And while you don't get any kind of backlighting, which I could see being a bit of a deal breaker for some of you, you do get full N key rollover, a metal backplate, and water resistant design. And all of this comes in at just $34.99. This next keyboard is one that really surprised me when I reviewed it not too long ago. The DREVogram R is a 75% mechanical keyboard with a compact layout. Drevo managed to squeeze a lot of features into this little keyboard. The Gram R uses Altimu switches, which I consider to be some of the very best budget switches on the market. You also have the option of getting the keyboard in blue, brown, red, or black switches, and it's not too common to see more budget-friendly keyboards offer so many switch options, so I really applaud Drevo for doing this. The Gram R only has simple white backlighting, which would be acceptable at its price point, but it goes one step further and also has a few lighting effects like reactive, ripple, and breathing. With the ability to choose your favorite switch type, its compact design, and the plethora of little extras you get, it's easy to recommend the DREVogram R with its very accessible price point of just $40. The last keyboard on my list is the First Player Fire Rose. This keyboard comes in at just under $50. This keyboard features an exposed switch design with metal backplate that made the keyboard feel really heavy and solid. The Fire Rose only has static backlighting, but like I said in my review, I appreciate the fact that they made the backlighting more interesting by having multiple colors. The Fire Rose gives you full N key rollover and has all of the secondary functions on the keys illuminated, and as an added bonus has a waterproof design. I actually tested this in my review of the keyboard and it didn't even flinch. The Fire Rose uses Altimu Blue switches, which like I said before are some really good quality budget switches that I can confidently recommend. All in all, the Fire Rose blew me away with its level of quality on such an inexpensive keyboard, and makes this my top pick for budget keyboard of 2016. I also wanted to add some honorable mentions into this list as well. I wanted to make my list with only products that I've had hands-on experience with, but I also want to talk about some of these other good options as well. The red Dragonkumara is a 10 keyless mechanical keyboard that offers red backlighting for the base model, which is $37.99, and goes up to $59.99 for the RGB version. It uses cherry green equivalent switches, so it will be a heavier typing experience, but it has full key rollover, so I include this keyboard in the list because the Kumara is just known to be a solid budget mechanical keyboard. My last honorable mention is very new to the market. I hope to be bringing you guys a review of this keyboard very soon as well. The newest keyboard from Corsair is basically destroying all of the competition's membrane RGB options. With a price of just $50, it comes in at half the price of Razer's Ornata Chroma and a lot cheaper than Logitech's G213 Prodigy. For just $50, the K55 gives you RGB backlighting, 5 programmable macro keys, and dedicated media keys. If all that wasn't enough, there's also a detachable wrist rest. The only real drawback is that this is not a mechanical keyboard. However, with the sheer amount of options this keyboard has and Corsair's reputation for quality, if you aren't set on going mechanical, then I think this is probably the best bang for the buck gaming keyboard on the market. Well, that's it for the video, guys. I'll leave my full reviews on all of the keyboards you saw in this video in the description down below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it to show your support, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new here because I've got a lot more content coming your way in the near future. You can also follow me on Twitter at BrainBeanGaming. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.